I mean, honestly, the person I feel bad for the most is Duke Hudson because Tuesday he's gonna have to show up to work either looking like this or like this. Either it's gonna be a wig or it's gonna be a do-rag, man. You gotta pick your struggle because your haircut's messed up. Looking like Kanye, like that's, oof, poor guy. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Hero Chris back at you with your review of NXT Takeover WARGAMES. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, ring the notification bell, hit me up on Twitter, leave some comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the show. What did you think about the event? And my thoughts. It was an overall good show. It was like what, 5 matches I think, and it was a good show. And between you and me, this is just between us. Takeover was better than Survivor Series, but this is between us, man. Don't tell nobody else. Don't tell nobody I told you this. Anyway, man, I thought it was better than Survivor Series. I mean, it was a good show. We had 2 War Games matches, a couple of title matches, some segments in between. I'm kind of on, but overall, man, the flow of the show was good. It was a dope show, some good matches, and let's kick it off with the women's War Games match. This was between Team Toxic versus Team, I guess, Team EO or Team Raquel. I mean, it's their team, but Team EO won. It was EO Shirai, Cora, Jade, Raquel, Gonzalez, and Kaylee Ray going up against Toxic Attraction and Dakota Kai. And the match itself was good. The ending to me was a little bit underwhelming, but overall that was a good match. The main story they were trying to tell is Cora Jade did a swanton bomb off the top of the cage through a table, and I don't know if this was, I'm guessing it was the story of the match, but she had got injured, and like she had injured her shoulder or arm or whatever, and it was like, well, how can Cora Jade compete? Can she overcome the odds? He had Toxic Attraction putting the boots to her and everything. And she ended up getting the win over Mandy Rose. She pinned Mandy Rose to win the match for her team. And I will say that they did a pretty good job of, establishing her as a young star. And that was kind of the overall flow of the entire show. It was like 2.0 going up against like the OGs. Kind of like the new stars getting the shine, being put in the forefront, being made to look like, okay, this is the future of NXT right here. So overall, it was a good match. The next match we had was for the NXT Tag Team titles, featuring Imperium going up against Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner. Now, I will say that Imperium looked like, I will say that I didn't really expect much of this match. I honestly didn't care. I mean, I like Kyle O'Reilly, but as far as everyone else goes, I don't care about Von Wagner. Imperium's nice, and they did get a chance to showcase how good that they are as a team. Like, it really made me look like, okay, maybe I should pay more attention to Imperium. Other than that, I didn't really care about the match. It was a good match, but I just didn't care. Imperium won. They beat Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner. But the main story about this match was the not necessarily the finish, but what happened after the match. So you had Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner kind of like looking around, and then you saw like Kyle O'Reilly kind of looking at the crowd, and people were chanting "Thank you, Kyle," because like, if you know, Kyle O'Reilly's contract is expiring at the end of this, or sometime during this month, and a lot of people in NXT know that. So they were chanting "Thank you, Kyle," and Kyle O'Reilly was just kind of like waving at the crowd. And in the background, you saw Von Wagner looking like he was about to turn Kyle O'Reilly, and Kyle O'Reilly like turned around and like started whooping his ass, started putting the boots to him. So later in the night, Kyle O'Reilly said that this Tuesday on NXT it's going to be him and Von Wagner in a cage match. Also, after the match, Kyle Rowling threw up the Undisputed Era logo, so I'm pretty sure that doesn't mean anything. That's not referencing the fact that Adam Cole and Bobby Fish are in another company. That has nothing to do with anything. That's just mere coincidence, you know. Anyway, the next match we had was for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship, and this featured Joe Gacy challenging Roderick Strong. Now, I didn't do a predictions video for this show because, you know, whatever. But if I did, I would have gotten this one wrong, because I would have predicted that Joe Gacy would have won and beat Roderick Strong, and I was absolutely wrong about that. Roderick Strong ended up getting the win. The match itself was good, and during the match, I was thinking that Joe Gacy, he gives me a lot of Bray Wyatt vibes. Like, the way he's booked, his character, I get a good mix of Bray Wyatt. Like, it's kind of like following that whole cult leader thing, but it's not so much of being a backwoods leader. It's more of him being the inclusive, everyone should be included type guy or whatever. But like I said, good God almighty, Roderick Strong ended up getting the win, retaining his NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Pretty good match. It was alright. This leaves us with the no. Let me rewind. Next up, I got to talk about the hair versus hair match between Duke Hudson and Cameron Grimes, taking the haircuts and barbershops straight to the moon. Like I said in the intro, like I alluded to, Duke Hudson lost, which means he had to get shaved. Cameron Grimes got the win, but Duke Hudson looked like he was gonna like turn the tables and try to finish cutting Cameron Grimes' hair, but Cameron Grimes hit the reversal, got Duke Hudson in the chair, and started shaving his head. And yo, man, I think he gave Duke Hudson the old Kanye haircut, where it looked like someone just threw the razors at Kanye's head and just said, "Yo, here you go." Yeah, pretty decent match. Cameron Grimes won. Duke Hudson is bald, and he's probably gonna wear either a do-rag going forward. Yo, wouldn't it be funny if we got do-rag Duke? Yo, that could be his new gimmick, do-rag Duke. Go for it, man. NXT, if you're watching this, feel free to capitalize on my creativity. Go with do-rag Duke. This leaves us with the main event, the men's WARGAMES match. And to me, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys would agree with this, but I can only speak for myself when I say that. To me, this was the match of the night. Another big story involving this show was Johnny Gargano, and presumably, what looks like it could be his last takeover, possibly. Who knows? But it's most likely look like it's going to be his last takeover. You can tell just by the way he was talking in the back. The gear he had on, and my man came out to his old theme, Rebel Heart. People were hoping for it, people were cheering for it, people were just turned up by the fact that Johnny Gargano came up to his old theme, and you could just tell that he just had this look on his face like, yeah, this is probably gonna be it. As far as the War Games match for the men, this was a straight up banger. It featured the OG NXT guys going up against the 2.0 guys. You had Johnny Gargano, like I said, Tommaso Ciampa, LA Knight, and Pete Dunne going up against Carmelo Hayes, Tony D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo, how you doing? What's this guy's name? Grayson Waller. Yo, real quick, man, what did Grayson Waller have on? Did he take what was that boy's name? Shorty G. Did he take Shorty G's old outfit and his figure? Let me just throw this on. It look like a jobber, man. Get some better gear. And of course, the future of this business, Bron Breakker using that Steiner math. And like I said, man, this match was a banger. It featured it showed them how to DIY, doing their old moves, then working together as a tag team. Pete Dunne breaking fingers, and you even had a wild Dexter Lumis show up under the ring, which begs the question, how long was he under the ring? Like, did he just sleep under the ring? Was he under the ring that whole entire show? How long was he under the ring? Nobody knows. Anyway, Dexter Lumis showed up. You had table spots. You had as much as I was talking trash about his outfit, Grayson Wagner did a elbow drop from the top of the cage through a table. That was a pretty sick spot. LA Knight, I think it was Tony D'Angelo was on the top rope, and LA Knight just hit this move where he just did that, like that move Kurt Angle used to do, where he would just run up to the top rope and do that overhead belly to belly. LA Knight did the same thing, but through, I'm pretty sure it was Tony D'Angelo. He threw him through a table. That was a sick spot. There was a whole bunch of crazy spots in here. You had the whole vintage War Game standoff match. I'm not the standoff, but the standoff spot where you had these guys on one side and these guys on the other side, and it was kind of cool how they did this one. They had the OG NXT guys like right in the middle, and then he had the NXT 2.0 guys like surrounding them. That was a pretty good shot. Overall, to the surprise of nobody, I can't say the surprise of nobody, but I was thinking that the NXT 2.0 guys would win. Bron Breakker got the win over Tommaso Ciampa. He picked up the win for his team, and that's how they ended the show. So what I'm guessing is it's probably going to be most likely a send-off for Johnny Gargano this Tuesday. That's what I'm thinking. Kind of giving him like a send-off, like one last goodbye, one last hurrah. And I think that'll be it for Johnny Gargano, because he did do 1 week extension. So I think this is pretty much it for him. So it's looking like it's going to be the end of Johnny Gargano in NXT. Most likely the end of Kyle O'Reilly. Also, Beth Phoenix. This was her last match, not her last match, but her last NXT Takeover on commentary. She's moving on. What she's gonna be doing after this, I don't know, but it's pretty much the end of an era. Like, a lot of the voices and the people that you've seen in NXT for all these years, they're gonna be gone. Presumably going to maybe AEW, maybe Impact, wherever. But it's gonna be interesting to see what these next upcoming months are gonna hold for the world of professional wrestling, because Johnny Gargano and Kyle O'Reilly, they haven't been released. Their contracts have expired. So most likely it will be crazy if you had Kyle O'Reilly wrestle in a cage match this Tuesday, and then Wednesday show up on AEW, which I doubt is gonna happen, but that would be pretty crazy to see. Same thing with Johnny Gargano, man. But yeah, overall NXT Takeover War Games was a good show. The only thing was we didn't get to see or hear William Regal do his vintage War Game spot. That's like the only downfall for me. Also, one other little minor nitpick, the crowd was kind of I wasn't really feeling the crowd. Like, when they were hyped for like the cool stuff, it was on point. Like, it was cool. But there was like some instances where you heard them like doing some dumbass chants. Like, they were chanting, "You can't skate at Cora Jade," and whether she can skate or not, I mean, that's just weird. And then I'm pretty sure I heard like some people chanting not Johnny, but Kyle sucks. Like, the crowd kind of sucks. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Like I said, like, when they were hot, but all those like that extracurricular bullshit they were doing, I wasn't really feeling that too much. But anyway, man, that was my thought on NXT Takeover. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Road to 500. We're so close. So close. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year, man. I'm so close. Anyway, man, you guys take care. Be easy. I'm out. Peace.